Do some commentary.
What you have to do is run in front of them, above the street.
Yeah.
Tell them to walk slow, and just get them as they walk up to you. I was trying to get you guys yesterday.
What, walking to us? Tell them to turn around?
No. You have to walk in front of them. Look at the castle.
Here you are, you're paying for me.
You here with you?
Hmm?
Good. You don't really need it, but...
Thank you. One ticket and one ticket. Should be like when you prize in the raffle. Otherwise, one.
Let's see. Okay.
Oh, nice. Oh, look. How did you get that for Fiona? Oh, yeah.
You want a wee bag for that?
Yes, please. Maybe this belongs to the park? Maybe. I don't want these two. Have your ticket. Or shall I keep it? I didn't get one, but I don't need it. Yes. Yeah, thank you. That's cool. How long has it been since anyone moved here?
About 5 years.
5 years?
The lady, Mrs. Ferguson, she only died about a month ago. She was pretty frail for the last years, so she couldn't really manage the steps.
So she didn't have any heirs?
No, it's
Nope.
going to a distant cousin of some
A
sort.
nephew. Yeah, no. We know somebody named for it. Oh!
It's a pretty common name. It's one of the previous Fergusons, a guy called Colonel Black John Ferguson. He had 30 cottages and a mistress in each. So there's a lot of Fergusons around.
I like the wood. I like it. Yeah, there's A and E and wrong part. Oh, this one, careful.
Century graffiti. This was actually used as a... was Invercall House, home of the Lord, the Laird, of Invercall and Braemar and many other things.
Oh.
It's not all
What
over
does
the
it
country,
say?
yet in some places.
Yeah.
This was used as
Robert
a garrison
Fish-
by British troops.
Officially.
The soldiers trying to control whiskey smuggling.
I know. Yeah, what's the show?
That's a pretty weird looking painting. It looks pretty sane. So if you have a look at it, things aren't as they seem. Those rocks are sheep.
Oh,
Now if you look at it from a distance, you can just make out a kneeling monk there. Because there was a monk killed in the courtyard here.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
He was at the wrong religion at the wrong time of the week. So you can change religions weekly there.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
There's a rainbow.
Oh, in the rainbow there's also a skull there.
Oh, yeah.
That's the grandma there. The guy who painted it, Gustav Doré, fell in love with her when he was staying here. But she was happily married. So she said no. So he hated her guts for that. Supposedly there's a face of the Black Colonel Ferguson, or Colonel, whatever his
He
name
was the one with 30
For
mistresses.
30 mistresses and supposedly her perfume. In the middle of the night, and there was this very huge, big black Highlander standing. Some people used to carry their beds around with them so they could get a comfortable bed. And this thing actually comes to bits. Extremely uncomfortable. It's just a sack, basically, mattress. So really, oh, yeah.
So we don't know.
Yeah.
So as far as closets, all they had was
Yeah, well, upstairs, some of the battlements are used as closets. They've got,
it's quite heavy.
Why is it black? Most of it's
this was so early, it was just the stuff they used at the time. They
the
didn't
only
bother.
color they had.
They ran out of paint. So, no.
Here's the drawing of it. Here's the drawing of it.
That's one of, that one is actually unfinished. Someone's there working on it. Or it's one of the previous wives of the lairds, the present laird.
His wife's just...
Yes, she just died
She just
about, a
died.
month, about a month ago. They haven't lived here for a few years because she was quite frail.
Okay.
He boiled them up, made them a little bit more supple, and made them into little writing.
Oh, look at that.
Sally got one of these from the wedding.
And you got it on
It's only about 100 years old, made by one of the local craftsmen.
Sally got one of those? Not with
It's only about 100 years
No,
old.
wood.
Can you open it again? And what is it for?
It's just a little writing set.
Oh,
A
I see.
writing set.
Yeah.
Sort of for inkwells and little...
We're going down into the service
It's
quarters.
the service quarters, the kitchen.
Ooh, there's your couch.
Hey, Amy.
Come in here.
Okay.
No one's quite sure why it's got two ends. Someone must have done some sort of survey to sort of make things more cost effective. Into your hands, wash your hands. This is a little portable bed the duty maid slept in. You should get answer. It was a very popular job because this thing was on light, so it would be nice and warm. And this place is freezing. How did you do it? Yeah.
We had one
I
like
thought it was
that.
a little baptismal
I know it got like about this
Yeah.
much. Get the font, Sam.
Do you have any gold you want first?
Found some like that.
No. The Rocky Mountains in here are called the Sturdy Mountains, Sam. The what mountains? The Rockies, they're called the Sturdy Mountains.
Someone's exaggerated a bit since then.
Yeah.
Like, Australia's not even quite finished at the time. Where I'm from, I don't even think it's there. They're all over the place. They're just very well camouflaged.
How funny.
One of the cigarette cases in there I've been told there are some cigarettes in there which are about 130 years old.
Oh, my.
My boss actually tried one. So
What are the balls?
They might knock you right on your butt when they...
They're indoor bowling balls.
Indoor bowling? Oh,
Commode took it's kept in there. Potty.
that little brown
Nice jewelry box.
Yeah,
What
it's
little
actually
brown
jewellery, a little bit of jewellery, but it was mainly perfumes and potions. She can mix her own perfumes, whatever she had all the different scents. That is the ugliest clock I've ever seen in my life. I mean, would you have that in your house?
It looks like something Clayton Williams would have.
I might sell it, but I'd never have it in my house. I don't know what it's.
Oh, yeah.
And on a traditional Highland charge, they'd get one of those swords, claymore, take off their kilts, and run stark naked at the English.
See, I told you they didn't wear underwear.
I wish I knew. It's just sort of the Scottish macho thing, I think, and no one's quite sure why, but they all say there was nothing under their kilts. Very few of them ever prove it. I'm not particularly interested.
Oh, yeah, look at this lady.
It'd be a little funny if you were.
And she's become the world collecting food.
Clothes of the
I
day.
got cottage which actually joins into the castle. So I can get in. I technically live in the castle. And if there's
What
something-
year are these clothes?
They're all varying. They'd probably be 60s, early 60s, this century. Not particularly old. Maybe 50s even. But don't quote me on that because no one's quite sure any of that.
Yeah, because you see that pink thing? That's what we used to wear in Saudi.
They're Holland colours, there's still heaps of them around. They're normally much airier than Georgie. But you must have had a haircut before you. Cows are just, they're normally a lot hairier than that.
Yeah,
They
we've
can't
seen
see the
them.
eyes. And they taste great. So the guy who found a kitten, kept it for about a month, and it was always moaning and complaining in the engine. We ended up in hospital with half his face ripped off.
Oh, no.
Dead like good very well. Someone
They
had it
should
done.
be quiet.
Well, they are untrained. They're just inbred wild, don't have anything. They're a little bit smaller than the two big blokes there.
Did you see the otter just one? Yeah.
Same family, yeah, just all just all people who end up on the bones, one of which is human, problems with that. Whatever, so it's kind of doing my literally. It's part of it out there. You're actually leaving against one of them.
Oh.
I'm not allowed to tell you that because that's where I normally hide.
Thank you very much.
If you're in the area.
Okay, bye. Bye-bye.
Where are you from in Australia?
We are going to visit here the wooden shoemakers workshop. After the windmill village we continue to the fishing villages of Volendam and Marken. And in between the fishing villages we are going to visit the farm where they make the cheese in the old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned way.
The building here on the left of us is the central station, the railroad station. Il edificio a la izquierda, il gran edificio es la Station Central. Das große Gebäude an der linken Seite ist der Hauptbahnhof. exhibition of sailing ships. It's called the Hiswa, here on the left now. A la izquierda, una gran exposición de barcos de vela, que se llama Hiswa. Hier an der linken Seite gibt es eine Ausstellung von Segelschiffen und diese Ausstellung heißt Hiswa. In a few moments we are going to pass the 8 tunnel. They built this tunnel 20 Seite ist gleich der Eitunnel. Man hat dieser Tunnel vor 20 Jahren gebaut zwischen Amsterdam Zentrum und Amsterdam Nord, unten durch den Hafen.
What's happening? Yeah, I got it.
Like a willow or poplar, and we only use the fresh wood because it's easier to cut and nice. Also das Holz, das wir benutzen für die Anfertigung von ist about 5 minutes. By hand, it's 3 or 4 hours. Mit diesen beiden Maschinen, um ein paar Holzschuhe zu machen, dauert es nur 5 Minuten. Mit dem Hand 3 oder 4 Stunden. Con esta macchina aquí a hacer un par de huecos es solo 5 minutos. A mano es 3-4 horas. We use a knife like this one for the entire outside of the windshield. And this spoon scoop for the inside. Now right here for the outside we have a German machine. It's 50 years old. In here 3 knives turn around fast. And this part fills off the sample. So we are making a copy of the sample, just like how we make keys. Ich fange an mit der Außenseite mit einer deutschen Maschine. Diese Maschine ist 50 Jahre alt. 3 Messer rotieren mit hoher Geschwindigkeit und wir machen eine genaue Kopie nach dieses Modell hier. Primero parte exterior. Esta máquina es una manera copiadora. Esto parte sigue el molde y 3 cuchillos cortan la madera. Esto es una máquina alemana de 50 años.
Oh, he's got clothes on.
Well, as you can see, it's very hard labor being a wood shoemaker.
My goodness.
That's the outside. Now, for the inside, we use the same principle, but now we have a French machine. Jetzt die Innenseite, die wird gemacht auf diese französische Maschine, ist ebenfalls 50 Jahre alt. ¿Eh? Ahora el interior, con una máquina francesa, también de 50. we have to shape the nose and the heel. Normally in factories that standard machine was right here. I show you by hand. Jetzt die Spitze, die wird gemacht mit das Holzschuhmesser, la punta terminado a mano con el cuchillo. We dry it for 10 days. After these 10 days, the shoe is polished on a sandpaper mill. Dann soll ich das Holzschuh für 10 Tage trocknen. Und nach die Holzschuh poliert wird, dann schleift man. Y ahora la madera debe secar por 10 días. Después es polido con papel de liga. And then the final result is a wooden shoe for a child of 3 years old. They might seem a little bit big, but that's quite normal because it's wood. And if you want to try on the wooden shoes, you have to remember that you need a finger space behind your heels. Beim Anpassen ist es sehr wichtig, dass Sie einen Finger breit brauchen zwischen die Holzschuhe und die Füße, sonst kriegt man Blasen. Para calçarse los suecos es necesario de haber un dedo más grande. Well, this was all I wanted to tell you about making the wooden shoes. I thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
That's a good idea.
That's nice. Heavy drinker like you, I need to need one of those.
Oh man, but I don't fall over.
Well, bullshit. Party in there.
Sobre el lago. In der Winterzeit ist es hier sehr kalt. Letzter Winter zwischen 10 und 20 Grad unter Null. Und das war hier alles zugefroren und wir konnten hier Schlittschuh laufen und das war viel Spaß, aber auch sehr, sehr kalt. We are back on the dike between Marken and the mainland, on both sides of the lake, the old Zuiderzee, and in that direction to the left, but still 40 miles from here, so you can't see it, there is the big enclosing dike, and there behind is then the North Sea, the ocean. Estamos otra vez kilómetros de aquí, el grande dique de 30 kilómetros, y detrás el Mar del Norte. Wir sind wieder auf dem Deich Schweizermarkt und dem ungefähr ist der große Abschlussdeich, 30 Kilometer lang, und dahinter ist die Nordsee. Man kann den Deich nicht sehen, so weit von hier. Polder, Terras Artificialis. Links in der Ferne kann man aber wohl der Frevelpolder sehen. Das ist der letzte große Polder hier in der ehemaligen Zuiderzee heutig. The big enclosing dike was built, the water changed into fresh water from the rivers. Früher war es eine offene Verbindung mit der Nordsee, das ist jetzt mit dem großen Abschlussdeich abgeschlossen und jetzt ist es Susan. It used to be a very rich and important town with a lot of shipping and trade. At the moment is it a so-called sleeping town, although there are here several yachting harbors. It is a big water sports center now. Delante de ustedes otra vez Monnickendam era una ciudad comerciante dentro el antiguo Mar del Sur. Se llama ahora una ciudad durmiente. Hay aquí ahora unos puertos náuticos, eine sogenannte schlafende Stadt, obwohl hier sind momentan verschiedene Yachthäfen. Es ist ein großes Wasser, ein kleines Trinkgeld zu geben. Das heißt, wenn unsere Fahrt gefallen hat, natürlich. Das hoffe ich und ich wünsche Ihnen weiteres noch einen recht angenehmen Aufenthalt. Auf Wiedersehen, meine Damen und Herren. Yo vivo aquí al final de la calle a la izquierda. Yo puedo aquí. Ustedes van ahora a Amsterdam con nuestro chofer.
Sorry.
the attic to the only window which is safely open. This window will be safely open. One window. Bigger, come.
Yes, that's true. But ask you first, how old are you? Are you married? No. Do you have a boyfriend? No. Would you like to have a hot date after the show? Esther, come give it to me. It's okay. You can give it, but not the flame. Okay. Young man, step forward, please. Young man. Hey! No, serious. If you enjoy the show, you'd like to give me something, please. From your heart. The way I gave you the on me. Okay.
to say, because it's not allowed to stand up on the banks because that's rather dangerous. You see, the bridges are low in Amsterdam, and when you stand up, you could lose your step. Ist es nicht erlaubt zu rauchen an Bord. Wir hoffen, dass Sie das verstehen werden. Und natürlich können Sie, wenn Sie rauchen möchten, rauchen auf dem Balkon rauchen. Und zu empfehlen wird Sie aber für Sie machen, Herr Maxwell. Und ich bin sehr sehr für die Erklärung und für das Plan zwischendurch und natürlich für Service an Bord. Pour ça, mesdames et messieurs, faites donc attention parce que les ponts sont très bas et il est strictement interdit d'être debout sur les bancs. Il est aussi interdit de fumer sur ce bateau un jour, j'espère que vous le comprenez, mais bien sûr il est aussi possible de fumer dehors sur le petit balcon. Notre capitaine, je vous présente notre capitaine qui va faire le travail pour vous, qui s'appelle Ben Train of Amsterdam. It's 2 River Amstel, and that's one now in the mountain in front of us. And there we are going to see also the most famous bridge of the whole city of the 17th century, the famous Skinny Bridge, and that's one you are going to see in a moment on the left-hand side. Dann kommen wir gleich auf den einzigen natürlichen Wasserweg von Amsterdam. Es ist der Fluss die Amstel und da werden wir auch die Magere Brücke sehen. Là on va voir aussi le pont Maigre, le pont plus célèbre de la ville du XVIIe siècle, transversal à notre gauche. En un momento vamos a llegar en el único río de Amsterdam, el río Amstel, y vamos a ver.
You have to corrugate everything inside.
It's an inflatable bag. It rolls back the other way.
Chairs and the table and everything you have to get up.
Fill your shoes up on one side.
Rotterdam is dus de grootste haven van de wereld, met in het achterland meer dan 160 miljoen mensen die binnen de straal van 500 kilometer van hier wonen.
De Rijn is de sterk bepaalde voet der west. De Rijn is die Noordzee, de sterk bepaalde zee der west. Rotterdam is also de größte Hafen der Welt, die in Unterland über 160 Millionen Menschen im Radius von 500 Kilometern von hier wohnen.
The River Rhine is the busiest river in the world. It flows into the North Sea, which, in its turn, has more shipping than any other part of the world. It follows, therefore, that Rotterdam has the biggest port in the world, with more than 160 million people living within a radius of 500 kilometers in the hinterland.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
Le Rhin est la fleuve le plus grand du monde. Ce Rhin se jette à la mer du Nord, qui est à contour la mer la plus fréquentée du monde. C'est pour cela que Rotterdam est le plus grand port du monde, avec plus de 160 millions de personnes dans l'arrière-pays, qui habitent dans un rayon de 500 km d'ici. El Rhin est un rio más navegable del mundo. Torre es el norte, el más del norte, el más navegado del mundo, con en el interior más de 170 millones de personas que viven en un radio de 500 kilómetros de aquí. Tirreno è l'ultimo più navigato del mondo. Tirreno sbocca nel mare del Nord, il mare più frequentato del mondo. Quindi Rotterdam è il porto più grande del mondo, con una frontiera di oltre 170 milioni di persone che vivono in un raggio di 500 km dal porto.
Nu passeren we de Paardkade. Hier liggen nieuw gebouwde schepen of bezoekende oorlogsschepen. De kade is genoemd naar een Rotterdam stadspark. De slanke toren links is de Euromast, een toeristische attractie. Het vierkante witte gebouw is
Das, was am rechten Ufer liegt. Jetzt fahren wir am Parkkai vorüber. Hier liegen meistens neu gebaute Schiffe oder Kriegsschiffe, die bei uns zu Besuch sind. Der Kai wurde nach einem Rotterdamer Stadtpark benannt. Der schlanke Turm links ist der Euromast, eine touristische Attraktion. Das quadratische weiße Gebäude ist ein Teil der Erasmus-Universität, benannt nach dem berühmtesten Rotterdamer.
The green roof building is a ventilation building of the traffic tunnel, which was built by 80,005 again.
Ici, un noir qui se trouve sous la ville de Troyes. Maintenant, nous partons de
Hard to focus.
Statue right behind you, too.
sure. Amy's looking at the map, trying to find out exactly where we're at.
In Ali's wrote
But I trust she knows where she's going.
the city boundaries in the 12th century. Whatever that is. I think this is still African art, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Interesting stuff there.
Mm-hmm. Right here.
Oh, inside the display. I haven't seen that creature home. The red light comes on in the front every time you...
Yeah. Isn't that what we did? I've seen that before. Seen what before?
That mask, that face right there.
Vance and I are now in Brussels, Belgium. This is a war memorial. This is Vance playing with his new camera.
In 1830, these areas were occupied by various European powers: Burgundy, Spain, Austria, France, and the Netherlands. In 1830, after a short revolution, Belgium broke away from the Netherlands and became an independent, self-supporting state. The first king of this new nation was Leopold I of Saxe-Coburg. The first queen was Louise Marie of Orléans. Leopold I was succeeded by his son, Leopold II. It was he who created the Belgian colonies. After him came Albert I, the soldier king, hero of the First World War. King Leopold III was king at the time of the Second World War. He was married to Queen Astrid and was succeeded by his son Baudouin, our present king. King Baudouin married the Spanish Countess Doña Fabiola de Mora y Aragon, Queen Fabiola. The power of the king is rather limited. It's the parliament and the government who run the country. you see here links Brussels with Antwerp and the sea. After Rotterdam in the Netherlands, Antwerp is the second largest port in Europe. The Brussels Canal Port is the third biggest in Europe. The canal itself goes further on to the south as far as Charleroi. It's the major transport route for iron ore and coal from and to this area. At Laeken, which dates from the middle of the previous century and was built in memory of Queen Louise Marie, who was the daughter of the French King Louis Philippe and died in 1852. Graves of members of the Belgian royal family are to be found in the crypt, which can be visited only twice a year, on the 1st of November and on the 21st of July, Belgian National Day. To the left of the church is the entrance to Laeken Cemetery. There are many impressive tombstones typical of the 19th century. To the right, you see the monument to the memory of Queen Astrid, Leopold III resident in the Swiss mountains. She was just 30 years old. Her husband, King Leopold III, was king at the outbreak of the Second World War in 1940. Our country was occupied for 4 years. The Royal Military School, where young men who are bound for a military career are educated. Immediately to the right, in the park on the corner, is the small St. Anna Chapel, dating from the 17th century, which is a favorite place of pilgrimage. Via this park, we find ourselves in the Hazel area, the place where the celebrations for Belgium's centenary were organized in 1935. The World Fair of 1958 also took place here. For example, is Brew Park behind the Atomium to the left. One of its attractions is an area where you can see all the most important European monuments in miniature. It's known as Mini Europe. Further on, you'll find a replica of a Belgian village with typical cafes, restaurants and shops. You will also find Kinepolis, a gigantic movie complex, the biggest in Europe, with 26 cinemas. There's also a tropical swimming pool. To the left, you can see the multi-purpose Hazel Stadium, the biggest sports complex in Brussels. Ahead of us are the Centenary Halls, constructed to celebrate the Belgian centenary in 1935. Congresses are still organized in these halls. To the right, the Trade Mart, the biggest commercial trade mart in Europe. The showrooms occupy an area of 175,000 square meters, and France, Holland, the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg, the whole Rhine area, and covers an area with a radius of 300 kilometers. Reasons for the widespread influence of the trade mart are the quality of the Belgian road network, the central position of Brussels in Europe, and the creation of the European single market in 1993. In the century and the reign of Leopold II, many beautiful works of art and architecture were established here. First, we can see the Neptune Fountain, a faithful reproduction of the Neptune Fountain in Bologna. Fountain, the Chinese Pavilion, which was built in Shanghai at the instigation of King Leopold II and reconstructed in the rear of the Royal Park in 1898. It contains a fine collection of Chinese porcelain. A second exotic building is to be seen to your right, after the Paris exhibition in 1900. Part of the decoration was created in Yoko's vases. You can visit the pagoda every day except Mondays. 92 by Leopold II. They're open to the public on just a few days every year, at the end of April and the beginning of May. A rich collection of exotic plants and trees from the Belgian colonies are to be admired. The flowers are at their best in the spring months. If you would like to take a photograph of the Royal Palace, we would advise that you have your camera handy, because stopping in the area is forbidden. Immediately after the traffic light on the left, you'll see the palace itself, which was built during the Austrian occupation in the 18th century. Since 1831, it's been the private residence of the Belgian kings. To your right, you'll see a monument commemorating Leopold I, the founder of the Belgian monarchy.
There's